The Bureau of Land Management, or BLM for short, is a governmental force that manages and administers public land. As a way to administer the land, BLM manages public land uses such as livestock grazing, energy development, recreation, and more, all while trying to keep natural and historic resources maintained in the use. BLM's mission statement is to sustain the health, diversity, and productivity of public lands for the use and enjoyment of present and future generations. Within the organization, they value diversity, mutual respect, tolerance, and cooperation amongst their members. They also aim to foster inclusivity in their organization. The Bureau of Land Management's overall goal is to commit to making a difference for the present and the future.
The U.S. Grazing Service and General Land Office was merged in 1946 by President Harry Truman to create the Bureau of Land Management. The new, at the time, agency was placed under the Department of the Interior. Important people within the agency stem from small to large roles. Careers within the Bureau of Land Management include the director, rangers, ecologists, forestry technicians, and many others. Recently, 2 weeks ago, the agency director, William Perry Pendley, was removed by a federal judge after unlawfully working. He was removed because he was not appointed by the president and then needed the Senate to confirm for a permanent position. Initially, he intended to work only temporarily, but he then worked past the allotted time given, which was more than an entire year.
The Bureau of Land Management is involved in the forefront of facilitating fracking in northwest New Mexico. And they would facilitate fracking, or well, they're attempting to facilitate fracking in the greater Chaco region. And the Chaco region of northwest New Mexico is the Sacred Heart of the American Southwest. It is home to many modern tribal cultures and is marked as a World Heritage Site. It is part of a National Historical Park. The Chaco Canyon is a 2,000-year-old collection of ancient fixtures important to Native American descendants today. And the Greater Chaco Coalition, which is representative of over 200 tribal, environmental, and community groups, has stated that the BLM has already disregarded a 2014 pledge to address tribal concerns on air quality, climate change, and environmental justice. This is implicitly seen through their facilitation of further fracking in the Chaco Canyon. Another shortcoming of the BLM in this scenario is that the BLM chose to move forward with its decision to hold public meetings to gather public input on this, knowing that less than half of rural tribal households have internet access because these meetings are held over the internet.
The BLM manages more land than any agency. They manage 1/8 of United States land mass. The biggest use of BLM land is grazing. They grant permits to ranchers to let their livestock graze. And then the second most is mining. BLM lands account for 11% of natural gas and 5% of oil supply in the United States. And then they have 570 million acres for coal and 205,000 miles for recreational activities like wildlife preserves and trails and fishing. And they also hire firefighters and manage timberlands, minerals, abandoned mines, helium, and various other activities.
BLM does have positive actions such as promoting natural, cultural, and historic resources to be maintained for the future, while benefiting communities from the resources they cultivate. Many BLM lands serve as community centers where students can learn at their outdoor laboratories, enjoy recreational activities, or simply get out and enjoy nature.
It is important to note that 91% of lands in the Greater Chaco region are already leased to oil and gas agendas. Thank you.